A truce between presidential candidates Joe Biden and Bernie Sanders is on the rocks this morning, and Hillary Clinton is stirring up the race by saying nobody likes Sanders. Clinton defeated Sanders for the 2016 Democratic nomination in a long and often bitter battle. She tells The Hollywood Reporter that no one in Congress wants to work with the Vermont senator. The Biden campaign also called out Sanders for what it calls dishonest attacks. Ed O'Keefe is covering Campaign 2020 in Des Moines, Iowa. Ed, what's behind all this criticism?
Well, Anthony, it's because Bernie Sanders is still very much in the mix here in Iowa and across the country. And if you're having deja vu all over again, we don't blame you. Because once again, Hillary Clinton is criticizing Bernie Sanders. In an interview for a new documentary about her life, Hillary Clinton slams Bernie Sanders, saying that through all his years in Congress, he got nothing done. When asked about supporting Sanders if he won the nomination, she said she wasn't going there yet. But Clinton attempted to walk that back later, tweeting she would do whatever she could to support the Democratic nominee. Back in Washington, Sanders tried to brush off Clinton's criticism.
Look, right now, today, I am dealing with impeachment.
Meanwhile, two people actually in the race, Sanders and former Vice President Joe Biden, are once again feuding. Sanders had apologized to the former vice president after one of his supporters called Biden corrupt in an op-ed circulated by the Sanders campaign.
I'm sorry that op-ed appeared to me.
Did you make him an apology?
I accept his apology, and I accept it for what it was.
That seemed to end it. But just hours later, the Biden campaign released this.
Bernie's negative attacks won't change the truth.
The Sanders campaign responded, leaning into their attack that when Biden was a senator, he was open to cutting benefits.
When I argued that we should freeze federal spending, I meant Social Security as well.
Other contenders urged their opponents not to get sucked into fights.
The risk I believe we cannot afford to take is to adopt the same Washington-style mentality of political warfare that we've come to expect from our politics.
So with the impeachment trial now finally getting underway, Sanders had to cancel an event that he had scheduled for here in Iowa tonight. Biden and former South Bend, Indiana Mayor Pete Buttigieg are campaigning here in the state today. Those senators running for president stuck in their chairs in Washington are planning to be back here and in New Hampshire over the weekend.
All right, Ed O'Keefe for us. Ed, thank you very much.